What's up, everybody? We are back in another video, episode 2 of showing off my cars. Last time we left off just down the street at my nightclub, showing off that one Lucifer car from the TV show Lucifer, and to show off my Fast and Furious cars, which only goes from Fast Furious to Fast and Furious. That's where we left off last, so I thought we'll come up just the street to my fourth house. I'm pretty sure this is my fourth house. Let me double check. Yeah, because our first one was this one. Our second one was over here because I wanted to be away from the people when they're all blowing up and killing each other, and before I knew anything about the whole, I could find my own session. My third one is definitely this one. This one's my fourth one, so yeah, this one is my fourth one, and then of course our fifth place that we're finally staying at is over here, but we'll make it over there. I know we already checked these, let's see, but we will get into this house right here, and then we'll go just down the street over here. I think that's all I have. Yeah, I think that's all I have, so we'll end it over here at my agency, which I'm pretty sure, well, that was like a while back when I really didn't have much, but I do got a couple more things in. But let's go check in over here. Let me cross the road without looking both ways. Always remember to look both ways before you cross the road. I learned that yesterday, and I'm not talking about in real life, I'm just talking about the game. Alright, so as we see here, we got a couple good looking cars. I do really like these cars. I had actually more, but I did do a lot of rearranging and all that. Alright, so we have our first car right here, which is the Voodoo, another Voodoo. You already saw the Jokered out Voodoo lowrider in my auto shop. This one's another one. I'm a big fan of lowriders, and another reason that also makes me a big fan of lowriders is from the late great Eddie Guerrero. He always brought out lowriders whenever he came out to wrestle, or yeah. But yeah, it was always fantastic. I liked it. I was trying to see if maybe they had like a red style, but I was actually digging this blue style because I finally got to the point where I looked at the rims. I was like, those rims kind of actually fit this paint. And I was like, yeah, we're gonna keep it because we have midnight blue with I guess sky blue, a very light blue. I don't know what, like half of these are white blue. I mean, I know half of this like smoke and whatever, but yeah, I really thought like the whole combination with the rims and the actual cars detail and all that, including this little thing back here. Yeah. Wait, can we see in the yeah, we can see a little bit right there. Everything's just blue, Blue is like my second favorite color. It's like right there behind green. And then next we have from I think it was 2 years ago on Halloween. Was it 2? It was either 2 or 3. I don't quite remember. But we found this car. It originally came with the webs when I got it, and I looked at the liveries. Honestly, at this point, I don't remember what any of the liveries actually look like besides just this one. I was like, spider webs. And then I was like, you know what? I want to change this to a Spider-Man vehicle. So, I put on that red and blue. And since the web's already white, we already got that white in. So, bam. Ignore the purple. It won't allow me to change the inside color. I wish I could. And then, of course, next we have our other Joker vehicle. Yes, we have another Joker vehicle. Trust me, this is not the last one. There's one more, and I feel like there might be maybe more in the future. Who knows? Yeah, so I really do like, I like Marvel and DC characters, so just putting that out there. So we got the Joker vehicle right here, a little Lambo, white rims to go with, rather his face or his gloves or whatever. Purple body, for that purple not jumpsuit, but suit he always wears, a little bit of that green for the hair, and if I turn it on, you'll most likely see the lights turn green. So I was doing that because of his eyes. But moving on, You know, the Pariah is a good car. It's a fast car. I do like it. The only problem that I couldn't really think is what color should I make this car? And I mean, clearly y'all can see I got plenty of red cars. I got plenty of purple cars, blue cars, and green, and all that type of cars. But you know, I was going with something like a little kind of more off. I mean, I do have one gold vehicle, but you know, I was like, I need something different. I need something that I wouldn't really do, and something that may make this car look nice. I think it looks nice. Not, I'm not like a lot of people, because I've been looking at other people's cars when they want to say, hey, you want to come see my vehicles? Like, yeah. And they got at least about 5 vehicles that are all chromed out. So this is just that one vehicle that's chromed out. I thought it actually looks pretty nice. It's something I would never really probably go for maybe in real life, but when you got the money in the game, you got the money in the game and you make it chromed. So yeah, now we move on to the Kruger. Krieger? I don't know how to pronounce it. I keep on calling it Kruger. But yeah, I like this car. It is pretty. I think originally I may have had that style in like the green color junk wise. But you know, I realized, you know, I need a different style. I'm gonna go with red. Oh man, I got sneeze. Oh wait, okay, I think we got it. Alright, and then we went with like this black style, so you know, the whole black and red going on it, you know, I thought it looks real nice. And I was trying to get these rims specifically, but it was like that little black stripe that's going around it, so I was like, alright, we gotta change it up. So we went back in the spray paint, we changed it up, we gave it more of like, I guess more of a carbon color maybe, but yeah. And then we go over here and we got the one and only Calico, one of the newest cars that came out. It's pretty decent. I like it. It's got a heck of loose grip right now, as y'all can see. Traction low. So yeah, if I take a just simple turn, this thing's gonna spin out on me. I'm still working on how to get this thing to drift. Eventually I'll get it right, but maybe not. I don't know. I just gotta work on it. But you know, let's move on. Let's move on and on and on and on. So that's my 4th house. Now let's go check out my 3rd house. I'm gonna say I hear a car, but I don't know where the car is. Alright. See, I don't know. I know it's literally like right there, but I always end up taking the wrong turn for some particular reason. I don't know why. It says take a right, and for some reason I always end up taking a left. Why? I have no idea. It just doesn't run through my brain to take a right. In this situation, it's more to the left. Ooh. Coming through. So, oh snaps. This house, when I first bought this house, I think in the description, it said something about the 50s. So I was like, you know what? If it says something about the 50s, then I want to put like more of old school type cars in here. So that's kind of what I did. But not all the cars are from the 50s. Of course, I got some from the 70s, 80s, 60s. So let's check up what we got up in here. I know what we have. And one of the vehicles are what I'm about to be for this year's Halloween. So, bam. Alright, so that second one right there is new. Well, we'll get to it. Alright, so this is like our Valentine type car. You know, it was Valentine at one point, and you know, I don't have nobody, so you know, I had so much free time. I needed something to do, since I didn't have nobody to take out on a date or anything. So I was like, you know what? Let me try to make a Bonnie and Clyde type car. And I looked it up, and this was sort of similar. It looked decent. I could say that it looked decent. I did what I could. I used the rims that they had in the little thing because I know the car is in like some kind of museum. So I tried to base it off of that. But the way the pictures or the lighting is, it kept on giving me like a blue or a gray or some kind of green type car, and I wasn't quite sure what the color was. I kind of actually forgot, so I had to look that up too, and Google said it was like this desert sand looking color, so that's what I chose. um so yeah, my Bonnie and Clyde car, I like it. I drive it like every February now. It's my little Valentine's car, I guess, Bonnie and Clyde. And then we have this car. This car I actually won off the wheel. I was not expecting it to win off the wheel, but it happened. And I didn't know what to really do with it. I was going to think about making it a solid white, but then I saw this livery right here, and I was like, yo, that's dope. I gotta do some. So, I did more of a, I guess, what white did I think I used frost white. And then I did like a pearlescent of like a baby blue maybe, so, or diamond blue. Yeah, so that's what that is right there. Yeah, I like it. It looks nice. It looks pretty. I need to take it out. I'll probably take it out later. And then we have our Christmas truck, the truck that has no damn brakes whatsoever, especially in snow. I've learned not to really drive this in snow, but my dumb ass will still take this out in the snow, even on the actual streets. But yeah, this thing has like horrible traction. Like what are the traction? Well, they ain't that bad. Well, the braking is bad, but yeah. Like I could literally press on the brakes and this thing is just gonna slide for like miles. But yeah, it is a good truck. I do like it. I do like bringing it out on like Christmas because it kind of reminds me of that old Christmas truck style that you would see a dad drive in the Christmas movies and stuff. So yeah. So this comes out like every Christmas now. Then we have this Lambo. I didn't have this Lambo recently, or I just got this Lambo recently. I didn't have it before. At the time I wasn't really like, I was looking at the Lambo, but I wasn't really like thinking about actually buying it. But then I finally bought it, and then I just customized it, and I didn't know what really to do with it. Usually the classic colors were always like an orange or maybe a red type color. So I just kept it orange, gave it a little black right here. Not too much, but yeah, I like it though. It's nice, pretty. I do like classic cars, of course, as you can see. Of course, the one and only, the 1967 Chevy Impala. Dude, I was so happy when they first bought this, like, got this in, because at that time I was watching Supernatural, and they had the Impala, and dude, Impalas are like one of my favorite cars. So, I was like looking at it, I was like, heck yeah. I had to get it. I had to do it. I had the app, and I chose to put baby on it because that's what the car was called. The car was called Baby. So I just did a little different. Two numbers, two letters to make the word baby. So yeah, that one I liked it, and I always liked the crossover for Scooby Doo. I need to get back into it. I don't know. I think it was on Snapchat or Netflix. I mean, not Netflix. TikTok. I don't know. I was watching that, or YouTube, but I did get a commercial and it says something about Winchester. So I'm not sure if there's like a little prequel season of like the Winchesters, or maybe it's like a sequel to like Sam's kid, because I remember in the spoiler if you haven't seen Supernatural, spoiler alert, so skip ahead way past when you're looking at that next car over there. So yeah, I know Sam had a kid in the end and he eventually passed, so I'm assuming maybe his kid took over as the whole little, please don't tell me I'm stepping on this car, because it was that I am so sorry. So yeah, I don't know if it's like a prequel or a sequel to the Supernatural story. I just know it has the name Winchester's. I have to actually look at it right after this too. But moving on, because next car that we are moving on to is the car that we are planning. Well, not the car, but a character that we are planning on being for this year's Halloween, and your boy is going as Scooby-Doo. Yeah, we going as Scooby-Doo. And then we got our bud Jericho. He's gonna go as Shaggy. We're going to see if we could figure out a way how to get Laser as Fred. Since he's got a girlfriend, maybe we can somehow get her to look like Daphne. If not, if they already got plans for their outfits, fine. As long as me and Jericho gone as Shaggy and Scooby. So yeah, I mean, there ain't nothing like really to say about this vehicle. I mean, who doesn't love Scooby-Doo? I mean, you got the original song, Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? I was always a fan. Dude, I grew up around Scooby-Doo. I love Scooby-Doo. Of course, they having Daphne being the pretty one, but I always had a thing for Velma. Like, always had a thing for Velma. I don't know. I think for me, like, I do like pretty girls. Like, don't get me wrong. But, I don't know. Something about just having Daphne looking pretty all the time over Velma, who's, nerdy and always losing her glasses. I find that somehow attractive. I have no idea. Don't ask why. But, yeah. And then Scooby and Shaggy, yeah, Scooby basically fits me. One, he's a dog, so his speech accompaniment not as perfect. But me, I'm a human, and yet my speech accompaniment still not as perfect. But I do love to eat. Like Scooby, I do love to eat, because I know Shaggy and Scooby love to eat. I mean, let's be honest, I'm pretty sure they're potheads. They just have to keep it PG. And of course, we have the one and only type of Mandalorian. Of course, we used the rims for the final movie that they were in, Back to the Future 3, where they're in the western area, and this is like the type of rims they kind of used. So yeah, we stayed with the final one. I was thinking about going with like the first or second, but we stayed with the final one. I like it. At this point, I really wish they actually had the engine. That's why I used the spoiler right here, because I really wish they had like that big engine. So that's just a little way of showing off the engine, I guess. But moving on to our final car is a wannabe version. We kind of had the money, but I want to save up a little bit more, because this is just a wannabe version of Kit car. Kit, the Ruiner 2000 car. So, because as you could tell, the light's supposed to be on the hood, but if I actually turn on the car, the light will be underneath the red light. So yeah, this is something I'm going to need to actually get out of here once I finally buy the actual car that I need. But not to also mention, I really want to buy the Speed Racer car, because, well, Speed Racer is another cartoon I kind of grew up around. So, but most likely we'll probably be putting the Speed Racer car more like in the Arena War, since that's more of a racing type car, and well, Arena Wars kind of fits Speed Racer perfectly. Oh, almost got hit. See what happens when you almost don't look both ways? No one cares, Brucey, whatever the heck your name is. But yeah, since Speed Racer's, well, his car is more of a racing car, and it kind of fits the area around Arena Wars. Yeah, I think it's a perfect spot to put it in once we finally buy it. But yeah, let's go check out this next one. This is the final place that we've actually bought the agency, the one where we're planning on doing more. I'm actually probably gonna make maybe a video to the missions. Actually have to actually look back on my missions to see where I actually left off, because I actually don't want to, like, I may have passed up, because I think we're already in the final parts, so I'm gonna have to look back at my other ones, because I knew I was doing a little bit. So I'm gonna have to look back at those and make sure I'm gonna get it in order, so I ain't missing on it, because I don't want to like give it off to whatever episode I left off there and then like come back after a while of being out and just give y'all something just like that just skipped over something. So yeah, So let's go over here to the final spot, the agency. Okay, almost crashed there. And this is our final one. This is where we're holding a couple cars. I know y'all saw the SUV when I used to have it in here when I was also doing the missions for it. So yeah, I still have that SUV. I like that SUV. But of course y'all don't see it because it's downstairs. But I did replace, well, I wouldn't say replace it, but I did move it over here because not only does Franklin have a Dodge, a solid white Dodge, just like his old one, just more newer. I also have me a Dodge, just with, you know, like a tribe design on it and like a pearlescent blue going into it. So, we kind of rocking with Frank. You know, we kind of matching, but not too much though. You know, I did not realize that. Hold on, let me get in first person. Like, if you get close, like this whole spot's supposed to be black. So with that whole pearlescent, it's actually making it look blue because of the light. But I like that. But moving on, because the next cars are right down here. And here it is. Here's the SUV I was driving in within the missions. Of course, y'all can see right there, clearly right there. But yeah, you know, the car is still the same. Nothing's really changed. You know, it's solid black. You know, all murdered out. I think the lights are blue though. But it's beautiful. It's pretty. You know, I like it. I'm probably not gonna ever get rid of it. I will drive it a lot. I still do every now and then. But here's the third Joker vehicle. Another type of Lamborghini. Lambo? Yeah. How would you say it? I say it in two different ways. Lamborghini and Lamborghini. I don't know. But I say more of Lamborghini than I do Lambo. But Lambo does slip out every now and then. But yeah, you know, we got that purple style with the green, and we got a little bit red, you know, trying to get more of, you know, within that lip area, because, you know, you can't just have, you know, not the red. And we got a little pearlescent of some green going in, as y'all can see, like right there, like that little pearlescent of green. And then we have this car we were literally just driving yesterday, but I decided to take a new one since we were right there. But yeah, this car that I thought was the 1996 Camaro, but really it's damn, I still can't think of the name to it. I forget the name to it, but I know the actual name is that the important Ruiner ZZ8. But yeah, it's a good car. I like it. Man, the drifts are beautiful. I could drift in this car with like no problem. And then of course we have the other Ruiner, another type of Ruiner 2000. This one I actually found on the streets. Like, I literally just pulled into Los Santos Customs and it was just chilling there. The original color was like a black and red type color, so you know, I was like, I kind of want to change it up, so we went to the blue style. But yeah, it was just chilling there. Like, the only thing I did was maybe like upgrade the acceleration and all that, but that's about it. I was actually surprised I even found this vehicle. I was like, yo, no way. I just found a free vehicle. I mean, it was a little customized, so my thoughts was, I ain't gonna be able to put this in my garage. It's not gonna let me because it's already like a customized vehicle. Was I wrong? Because that thing just went directly in. I was like, oh snaps. I was like, I got me a new ride that I don't even really need to pay money on. It's already customized for me. But I did just kind of add the like the speed and the brakes and all that. But everything else is just same, and the color. That's about it. Like, the hood's the same, the bumper's the same, that spoiler, like everything on this car is the way I found it. I just changed the color and upgraded the speed and all that. And then this one is kind of just here. It's more of my mission car, so if I know I'm about to get shot at within these missions, because I already know the thing, I would mostly bring out this car, which will give me that body armor, that major armor, so I know I'm not getting shot at through windows or whatever. So yeah, you know, the Duke of Death, of course, it's here. But yeah, that's about it. And reserved parking for staff. You know, I'm still curious on whose bike this is. I'm still assuming it's Amani. It's got to be Amani's. It's kind of like this. Not saying that all girls, like, always gotta have the pink, but like, who else would have this car? Like, everybody in that place, I don't know who they are. They're just simple AIs, and I only know Franklin and Amani. And by the looks of it, Franklin's car's not here, so Franklin's not here, but Amani is always here, and I'm assuming that bike is hers. I just realized this poster. I didn't even know I had this poster. That's a dope poster. Alright, but let's go in here. Let me see if there's anybody who's actually legit. I'm pretty sure everybody's just all computer. But I'm telling you, it's just Franklin and Amani. So I'm assuming that's actually Amani's bike. Oh, you can load in anytime now. Oh, see, it works. Alright, where the heck are we? Oh, no, I almost forgot to do this. Admire the big penny. Admire the 1 cent. Alright, yeah, so he's computer, he's nobody. She's computer, she's no. Oh. Hey. No, I'm just kidding. Frank is not here. I don't think Chop's here. Of course, you see that. As you can tell, the mission's ready. But I will go back through my missions to make sure I'm getting it right. And so y'all can see that, you know, we can finish the missions together. Even though I finished the missions without y'all. Check out Chop. Yeah. Wonder if Chop's here. I didn't see him in Frank's office. Or his. It could be his. I forget. He's kind of main character. Kai. I mean, I wouldn't say main character, but he's always here. But I doubt he would have that bike. Or maybe he would. I'm not sure. You know, I'm not judging. Just saying. It's gotta be. I'm telling you, it's between him or her. Her. That little foot right there. Because I can't see her. That computer's in my way. What are you looking at here? Oh no. What's going on over here? Some shit. Who the hell said that? Money. So, girl. What the heck we looking at here? I don't know what the hell's happening. Yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gotta be Amani. It's gotta be Amani's. And we got these guys. Or, yeah, these peeps. These peeps. What are you looking at? Yo, I live there. Yeah, I live right. Can you see me? Yeah, I live right there. Kind of right there. Yeah. What the heck is that? That money? I just not realized. I didn't even know this. The big rolled up dollar. Actually, $100. But yeah, that is it for today. You know, I showed off all my vehicles, and once I get done with like these missions, I'm going to go back through my actual videos and see where I left off within those missions, and we can all do them again together, so I know exactly what I'm doing. But until then, I will catch y'all next time in another episode of whatever I plan on doing on GTA and whatever I might do on wrestling. I don't know. But until then, peace, one love.